Next, from the state capitol, Representative Lou Lang talks about his effort to pass a bill that would make the use of medical marijuana legal in Illinois. Joining him are several individuals with severe illnesses who relate how marijuana has helped improve their quality of life without the significant side effects that often come from prescription drugs. This runs about 15 minutes.
And this is an opportunity without any cost to the taxpayers at all to allow people that need a product to get it safely, efficiently, and with the backdrop of law enforcement being able to make sure that people are not trafficking in this product. The bill we have crafted, when it passes, and it will pass, is going to become the toughest, most highly regulated, most highly controlled bill regarding the use of medical marijuana ever drafted, ever passed in this country. We did that to convince the members of the House that we were serious, that this was not about people smoking dope, it's not about people getting high, it's about making sure a 75-year-old colon cancer patient who is terminal has an opportunity to live out her remaining years with a quality of life. Without this product, people won't live that quality of life. The only products they can use, Vicodin, Oxycontin, morphine, lay them flat on their back. They cannot live their life. They can't go to the movies. They can't eat. They can't take care of their families. They can't work. This bill will enable all of those folks, and some of the folks we have here today, to live a better life without any burden to the taxpayers, without any burden to the healthcare system, without any burden to law enforcement. All they want to do is feel better, under doctor's care, under very carefully controlled and regulated conditions. So I'm proud to have worked on this to help people feel better. That's what we ought to be here doing. We have 4 patients here today who will each take a couple of minutes to talk to you about their experience, why they need this product, and why they are so invested in passing this piece of legislation. The first patient is Jessica Bauer. She's from Rockford, Illinois, and she has pancreatic cancer. She'd like to tell you about her experiences. Jessica.
Hi, I'm Jessica Bauer. I'm from Rockford, Illinois. I have stage 4 pancreatic cancer. There is no cure. It's terminal. I'm going on my 3rd round of chemo. When I'm on chemo, I am so tired I can't play with my 5-year-old daughter. It's hard to keep food down. I have no appetite. I got diagnosed in 2011. I just had surgery done to save my life this past summer. I've been healing up since then. It's when I got out of my surgery, I tried doing everything they wanted me to do. I was on 11 different medications, stuff to help me with nausea, appetite. Nothing was working. I wasn't gaining any weight. I was 102 pounds. Finally, I just couldn't take it anymore. I was tired of not eating, so I started smoking my medical marijuana. Since then, I have gained 15 pounds. I've been feeling a lot better, and it's really brought the quality of my life up a tremendous amount. I can actually go and play at the park with my daughter for 15-20 minutes before I get tired and need to take a break. So it's a big step for me, you know. And I'm just really hoping that they can see where we're coming from as patients and that this really can help us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, Jim Champion, who is from Somonauk, Illinois. He's a disabled veteran. He has multiple sclerosis. Jim?
Thank you, Lou. Again, I have MS. I've had it for over 25 years now, and once you've had a disease this long, I become a prisoner in my own body from the atrophy, the muscle spasms that just rack my body with not only pain, but distortion and everything like that. I've tried every pill, every shot, everything they could offer me, some of them having side effects that very closely killed me. I've lost many pounds. To this day, I take methadone for pain, which tears your stomach up. But recently, after I started smoking medical cannabis, I went from taking almost 54 pills a day down to only taking about 24 pills a day. I no longer take Valium and morphine and some of the heavier drugs that I wasn't only a prisoner to my own body, but I was a prisoner to all these prescription drugs they kept giving me. I'd go into the doctor and they'd say, well, here, this pill stops spasms. Next time I went in there, well, try this one, try this one. Before you know it, you're taking 54 pills a day. Whereas with medical cannabis, I smoke very little a day. It relieves the muscle spasms, it relieves the pain, and like I said, I can finally break out. I'm no longer a prisoner to my bed. I'm no longer a prisoner to my body because the atrophy and the spasms slow down. There's no other product on the market, I can say from experience, that offers anything near what medical cannabis does. And the worst side effect is I get hungry and I gain a little bit of weight, and for me that's marvelous. And that's about it, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. Next, Paul Bachman from Plano, Illinois, who also has multiple sclerosis. Paul,
Thanks.
as loud as you can, please.
I have MS. I've been diagnosed 6 years ago. Like Jim, I've had to take multiple narcotics to keep me going. Everything from Dilaudid to OxyContin. How much more does our state want us to consume? How much more do we have to be addicted? How much more are we going to have to wait until we can get the relief we need? This is not time to play child's games anymore. This is the time to sit down, talk about real subjects with real implications, and start helping the people of Illinois. We all stand here because we believe in medical cannabis. I've seen the effects, I've witnessed the effects, I've had the effects happen on my body. And I can tell you that my life has changed dramatically. I will no longer have to put up with the pain that cripples me and leaves me doing things that I have no control over, spasms in the middle of the night, not being able to sleep. The time is now. Prohibition ends now. We're done. Help us out. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. And finally, Callie McCauley from Orland Hills, Illinois, a patient with Crohn's disease. Callie, as loud as you can.
My name's Callie McCauley. I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease when I'm 13. I'm 22 now. They've had me on chemo and steroids on and off since the beginning of Crohn's. It's an autoimmune disease that basically attacks your own body. I bleed internally quite often. I have to be put in the hospital and be put on all kinds of, IVs for pain. I don't get to eat really when I'm in there either. And it's really destroyed my life. I'm constantly nauseous, I'm in pain. I always have to know where a bathroom is. I'm just constantly having diarrhea, vomiting. And that's how I've grown up, and I've run out of medications to take. If this last one stops working, then I literally have nothing left to try. And, I'm only 22. I'd really love to have some kind of option to not be sick and to not have to have surgery just to, be somewhat well. And, I completely understand from the legal standpoint. I have family who's in law enforcement, but it's just, we can't just sit on this issue forever, and there's so many people out there who could receive so much relief just from one little thing that's so small. And, I don't think anybody should be denied to have any kind of relief, especially with a chronic illness that they can't control and they cannot receive a cure for. So that's just it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Callie. We are on the cusp of history in Illinois. We can become the 19th state to pass this. We're close to passage. The people that are here and others around the state who have called their legislators are going to make this happen. I do expect a vote on this bill in the next week, maybe this week, more likely next week, but there will be a vote on this bill, and we hope to pass this and make this the law of the state of Illinois. I'd be happy to take your questions.
You see other states have done a bad job of this. Does that hurt your effort, and what are some of the examples of the other states that have done?
Well, the state of California has made a mess of this. For virtually anybody in California, who is clever enough to get a letter from a doctor, even without a bona fide relationship with that doctor, can get their hands on marijuana. Our bill makes it very hard to make that happen. Our bill requires a bona fide relationship with a doctor, one you can prove with your medical records. It requires that you have one of 33 specified medical conditions that are named in the bill. And so if you don't have a bona fide relationship with your doctor, or if you don't have one of those 33 medical conditions, you're not getting this product. And so we've gone to great lengths to make sure that people who are not supposed to get this product are able to get it through this system. We do not think it will happen. We think we've created a good bill that will keep that from happening.
Well, if HTC is the active ingredient in marijuana, why not HTC pills? Why do we have
They don't work.
The pills don't work for everyone. They work for some people, not for others. It's just that simple. If it were that simple, these folks wouldn't be doing what they're doing. They wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have spent the last 4 years of my life trying to pass this bill. This is a product that they need. They need it in either smokable form, eatable form, edible form, butter, cookies, ointments, all sorts of different ways. But the products that are out there now do not work for everyone. And certainly the other heavy-duty narcotics like Vicodin and morphine and OxyContin are addictive. People are ODing. In fact, there were more deaths in this country from drug overdose last year than from traffic accident. We've got to do something about that, and this bill will help.
And has anyone, is there a possible savings? A young man who said he cut down, I think, from 50 pills to 25. I can just imagine on a monthly basis. Savings in pharmaceuticals.
Jim, what do you spend a month on drugs?
I'm a service-connected veteran. I pay nothing.
All right. So, Paul?
Yeah.
What do you spend a month on drugs?
I would say I spend close to about $350 a month on cannabis. I do take Marinol. I've tried Marinol. Marinol doesn't cut it, folks. It doesn't do it. You're giving a pill that you think is going to help. It doesn't even come close to what I need.
It's synthetic THC.
It's just THC. That's all it is. And that's not what I need. I need the cannabinoids. That's what yields.
So the folks in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, are not interested in getting high. They're interested in feeling better. They're interested in getting a product that takes care of some of their health issues. And that's what we're going to do, and we're going to pass this bill. Go ahead.
What about the dispensaries? I know it's evolved where they're going to be dispensed a certain way, and then it was going to be controlled by one outfit, and I think the others. Where is it now?
This bill would allow, in essence, a three-tiered system. We will have growers that only grow. They will sell to dispensaries who sell to the end user. We think this is a good way to control it. Every step along the way is checked into by law enforcement. Everybody in the pipeline has a background check, a criminal background check. The patients do as well. And so we believe we've created a system of smooth flow of this product without any burdens to taxpayers, without any burdens to the law enforcement community or to the Department of Corrections for that matter.
You set yourself to try to pass this bill for 4 years. What makes you think this year is the year? How is it different now?
What makes this bill different now is, or the possibility of passing it easier now, is that this is a better bill. Each iteration of this bill has been a better system, a better plan. This is the best one we have yet. When this bill passes, it will be a model bill for the nation. So other states that want to find a good plan for doing medical marijuana in their state, some of the states that have already made it law, some of the states that haven't but are considering it, will look to Illinois as the leaders. We believe this is the best bill ever written. I say that with all modesty. But I didn't do it alone. I did it with a whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of advocates. We think we have a good bill. And in this new General Assembly, we think we have a good chance to pass it, and we'll know pretty soon. Thank you all for being here today. Have a good day.
I'm sorry, Lou, but my money would come to the
You're watching the Illinois Channel. an independent nonprofit corporation formed to provide gavel-to-gavel coverage of Illinois state government and other public affairs events taking place across Illinois.